There we go. I swear, every time I do that countdown, it starts really fast and then it just like dies. But still, it's Tuesday. It is 6 p.m. on the West Coast or left coast, depending how you look at it. 9 p.m. back across the country. You guys know what time it is. But we got a special guest tonight. This one's a treat for me. We can't just do it like that. We got to do it properly tonight, don't we? So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, TCT, BNL, that's this sexy motherfucker right here, is proud to bring to you our soon-to-be world-famous No Lag Zone. And tonight, out of the great country of Texas, we have a veteran-owned business. But, I don't know if you can really call him a vet because he was Air Force. But with that, guys, please welcome Nate from Ferocious Beard. Oh, of course. There you go.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers. What's going on, Chris? It's good to be here.
Dude, like I said, this is a treat for me. A veteran-owned company. Oh, he's drinking some good stuff there.
This is the lawnmower, fancy lawnmower.
Oh, dude, fun. Let's get the roll call out of the way, then we're going to get to the fun that is Ferocious.
It's funny. Speaking of lawnmower, I want to say this is a lawnmower blend, but the last can of this I noticed that if you look real carefully, this is a secondary label, and I peeled the label off of it, and it was another blend of beer beforehand. So they made all these cans for another blend, and they just were like, oh shit, we didn't sell any of that, so we'll call this lawnmower and we'll put this label on it.
Got to do that rebranding. You got to love it.
Yes.
How are you? Satisfied Senior? I don't think I've seen you in here before, but if you're here to hear Nate, that's cool. That's why we're doing this. Dagan, my brother, how are you? He is seriously the best thing that ever came out of Henson Studios. That beard, you never see him talk ever. The beard blends into the mustache perfectly. Iron Wings, my brother, congrats on the 100. I did check out your MRE unboxing. Way to go, man. Andrew, I was able to verify that number you gave me earlier. We'll talk about it here in just a little bit. All right, we got Iron Wings. Ninja, how you doing? Zarate, my brother. Whoops, where'd he go? There he is. Bill Rivers, how are you? Think I got everyone. Oh, hey. What's going on there, brother? How's things over in the motherland of Ireland? One day I'm coming over to visit. You guys got some of the best beer in the world. That's all I'm going to say. All right, Nate.
Oh, I think Dagan's calling me. Hold on. Hello? Hey, put your owner on. Hey, Dagan. I just got your call, man. Glad you're watching the show. All right, we'll see you then. Bye-bye. Get that Mana song when he calls.
Nice. Yeah, you know what? Like I said earlier, with the video that's dropping tomorrow, I hear Nate has some great beard wash products and conditioners. I'm going to be trying those here really, really soon, Zarate. And, man, don't be busting on the Ranger panties. You know they're comfortable in there. Let that air blow. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Digging.
All right, man. This is a treat for me because I ran into your company a long time ago when I did the Fruit Loops face-off.
Yes, that's a while ago.
I know. I basically knew nothing about you. So, let's pretend like maybe 5 people who are actually viewing this don't know who you are. Give me the elevator pitch that is Nate and Ferocious Beard.
All right. So, ferociousbeard.com it's basically the company you wish you wish when you dealt with companies that every company would treat you like this. I've got 100% money back guarantee on pretty much everything except the create your owns, because I know what works for you might not work for me, might not work for Dagan or Mike. So I never want anybody to be pissed off, and you should never, ever, ever waste money on beard products. Sloppy Syndicate. I think I might be lagging. I don't know.
Bonnie, hush your mouth. Go waffle stomp something, buddy. But all right, like you said, come on, 100% money back guarantee.
So yeah, because I never want anyone to feel like they wasted their money. I know sometimes oh man, I bought this product, now I'm screwed, I'm out of luck. If you don't like whatever you get from me, just send me a DM or send me a message, and I'll be happy to either swap it out or send you your money back. Because I never ever want you to feel like you wasted your money. I know you guys work hard for your money. It's a tight economy out there, and I never want you to be unsatisfied. And basically, what I try to always do is I try to add value to people's orders. I try to, like right now, I'm starting a subscription company, which is a lot like, so if you join the subscription, it's not like you're going to always get the same thing. You can if you want to, but you can also swap out scents if you want, because you might not want to get Savage every month. You might want to swap it out, but I want to give you a deal because why? Because you're coming back to me every month and getting something from me. So like, I'm always looking for ways to give you guys the best deal for your buck. And I want you guys to know I do create your owns. And because of that, that's how we started something called Collaboration Corner, which is basically where we get together. It used to be on Tuesdays, which is why I never got to see your show, but now it's on Friday. And so people can come up with scent ideas. And then I will pick one at the end of the show. I'll make it for the next show, and then I'll let you know what I think. And if I think it's an A or B, I'll put it on the site. And either way, I'll send out the bottle to whoever came up with the idea, because it's not my idea. It's that person's idea. I just made it.
I see right there. One of the things you said is really what put you on the map for me. Other than when I went out there and I asked, hey, who's got Fruit Loop scents? Everybody right away recommended you. But after I did the review, I knew you weren't happy, but the way you handled it, to me, spoke volumes about you and your character. You went, I'm sorry it didn't work for you. Hey, you forgot to mention you can get that money back guarantee. And I was like, dude, he just flipped that right around and was like, dude, hey, we're cool. Don't worry. But
yeah, but I mean, it's like, I really want people to know that, I mean, there's a lot of companies that it's like, once you buy something from them, it's like you write them and you never hear back. You're like, well, dude, what happened? And yeah, I do treat people like family. I think Mike Cerati might have said it before. We do run things like a family. I mean, I really love the Ferocious Beard crew, which is what I call the people that stop by and support me on my shows and purchase things from me. And it's like, I really want to make sure everyone's satisfied. Even if you don't like the product for whatever reason, at least you're going to be like, you know what? I reached out, he gave me my money back, and we're square, and that's awesome. Because you shouldn't have to waste your money. For what am I going to, like, jip you for $20? Like, come on,
And I like the fact collab stuck out to me, because I know there's a lot of people out there like, oh, I got to get myself like a collab with someone. I got to do this. I got to do that. Or sometimes there's some companies that charge a big rate for a customize yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that you do this kind of on a weekly basis, it seems like. Yep. And you're very open about everything. You're like, I'm not sure, but we'll mix it up. We'll take a seat. You're not going in there and you're crapping over somebody's dream. You're working with them. And that's just phenomenal.
Yeah. Now, we are going to switch to monthly, because what happened was doing it weekly, even though, yes, it did produce a lot of scents, I think it prevented me from getting the word out about, hey, we got a great new scent that just came out, this Collaboration Corner scent. And if it's like every week, it's like, okay, whoa, there's no way to market it that way. So that's why I wanted to do it like monthly. We'll still do our Friday night shows, but then once a month we'll do the Collaboration Corner part. That way, there's not like, you're not being bombarded every week with a new scent. And it's like, you can't keep up, I can't keep up.
And that's one of the things, like, for me. And I think the artist formerly known as Mo the Bearded Shark, now Bearded Snack, Mo Bearded Snacks, he released a great video about why people aren't buying beard products. And Bam from Jolly Old Fat Man said in there, well, it kind of becomes an addiction. And I get that, because, okay, this company that you love, especially if you're a veteran-owned company, you've got my money right away. Because I want to support a brother's dreams and a brother's hopes. Even though you are Air Force, okay, you're vet, but still.
But I was security police, though, you got to say. Like, I wasn't, like, pushing light-alls around. We were...
Okay, hold on. No PT in cold weather. Mister, we've got filet mignon in our freaking dining facility. Let's not talk about the chocolate fountains I saw at, like, MacDill Air Force Base. Air-conditioned barracks. And unusually high retention rate. You're not a vet. Stop.
Actually, when we got deployed to Turkey, we got the air-conditioned tents just as we were leaving. So thank you very much. But we missed the air-conditioned tents.
Now, okay, I will disagree with you that there, Unabomber. and Iron Wings is out in California, and he loves to broadcast from like little weird locations in his house.
Yeah.
So I've made the joke with him about he's like the Unabomber. More legit. Okay, the Coasties are the idiots who jumped on that mini sub that was going down to pull a drug dealer out. That's legit. I'm just saying, Space Force, they all need to be made fun of. Period. They really do. But still.
Yeah. Yeah. Space Force, I'm still not quite on board with that idea, because basically that's the old Strategic Air Command in the Air Force. Now it's Space Force.
Pretty much. Whew. But okay, so if I can move this one, let's hop in the Wayback Machine, because this is always something that fascinates me about company owners.
Yeah.
What made you one day decide to go, I'm starting a men's grooming company?
All right. Yeah, it's a great question, and here's the thing about that. So for as long as I can remember, I've wanted to start a company of some sort. Like, I always wanted to be a business owner, but I had no idea what business I wanted to own. I didn't want to just go buy a bunch of things online and wholesale and then sell them at retail, because I wasn't excited about that. And then back when I used to work at my old job, which was a corporate job, I had a buddy who had a full beard, and that was back in early 2017. So I grew out my beard for the first time. I had a goatee prior to that, but I had never grown a full beard. And so he started bringing in beard oils that he made at his house. And he's like, try this. It's going to be really good for your beard. Just give me your thoughts on it. So I tried it. He had a lot of woodsy scents and things like that. So I was like, hey, I really like how this feels. Now, there was a Sprouts, which is a store, like that's like a whole food style. They had a bunch of essential oils and things like that. So I went out and bought a bunch of those and bought some carrier oils and started making my own oils. And I brought them into him. His name was Byron. And he really liked them too. Of course, he was more into the woodsy scents that he liked, but he did like some of the things I made, orange and peppermint and stuff like that. And then as I started making about 10 or 12 different things before, I was like, wow, I really like how this feels. And I was talking to Barb, my wife, and I'm like, maybe we should start a business with beard oils, because why not? It's like everybody else is doing it. Why shouldn't I try it? And so that was back in 2017. Opened up an LLC and made it official. And it was a real slow. I think I spent like $12,000 that year on everything, and I think I made $4,000. So I was definitely in debt, but little by little, that started turning around. And so that's how I started, by just basically getting involved with some Facebook groups, Beard On, Beard Mob. Instagram I wasn't really into Instagram that much back then, but yeah, that's kind of how I started.
Ninja. Sorry. God. All right, that one won the night for so far. But one of the things I really admire about you is I wasn't a fan of your old blend, and we talked about this recently, because when I tried, and I got to give you a hell of a plug. Guys, if you haven't gotten Aces lighting, if you haven't gotten Aces and 8 yet, go get it.
Oh,
Seriously,
yeah, I've got some more. I've got those up there, yeah.
This stuff is phenomenal. My review will be out on Friday.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think, so that was Bearded Mike Watson. That was a create your own, it was a create your own. He had been trying to get it on Collaboration Corner, and it never got picked yet. So eventually he's like, you know what? We're just gonna buy it. And then I made it, and I was like, wow, this is so good. Do you mind if I make this into like a limited release? And he's like, yeah, go for it. And it's just a phenomenal scent.
Yeah, but your new blend is so superior to your old blend. I could tell right away it was different. Which was weird, is like when I first put it in, guys, he's lagging a little. Now he's back.
Oh, back. Sorry. Yeah, so I pulled I pulled grapeseed oil out, because that only had a 6-month shelf life. And also, honestly, grapeseed oil, even though it worked okay, I felt like it always made my beard drier than the current carrier oils I use. So now I use jojoba oil, apricot, sweet almond, sunflower oil, and castor oil. So basically, I pulled the grapeseed and I added sunflower and castor to the default blend.
Zarate. First rule of TCTBNLs, we don't talk about TCTBNLs already. Yeah, and okay. There's the other thing. I was about to address that, but he beat me to it. We talked about your name for it. When I think Aces and 8s, I'm thinking the Dead Man's Hand. I'm not thinking World War II airplanes. which
Yeah.
that took me for a loop, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was just envisioning something to do with the World War II ace fighter pilots, and that's why I came up with that. Now, I will acknowledge that that airplane, I did a little research, is not in the Eighth Air Force. It's which, but I like the color of it. So, and it's the same kind of plane. I think it's a P-47.
And
So.
the butter is really good. It's really creamy. This is the first time I've ever used your butter. It breaks down unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
You're sneaky good. I've got to
Thank
like
you.
get more into your company now because you've been right here the whole time. If you were a snake, I'd have gotten bit. You know, you've been that close, and I'm like,
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I don't have a ton of money to advertise because when I have tried to advertise in the past, like on my own, I suck at it. And so like I end up wasting money. So I would rather give out products like gift cards on my show and, give discounts to like anybody who wants to truly review the product and has a track record of doing reviews, that kind of thing. So, yeah, the Air Force didn't come around to World War II. It was the Army Air Corps back in the day.
yeah, there he is. Andrew, you're still in here. Leather. Leather.
Yes.
Leather. Seriously. You blew me away with this one. Not expecting anything from it and trying it. Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you. And those color labels, too. I mean, I just started getting into those about 3-4 months ago because before I didn't know how to make color labels that were easy to make. And that lag is really, I am lagging.
You're good. You're good. Like I said, sometimes things happen on the show.
Right.
Why do you think I mentioned it, you leatherhead? That's all I'm saying.
There you go.
At least Donnie said it. It is that good. It seriously is that good.
Makes the girlfriend look bad.
Dagan, sorry, I haven't. I feel bad, brother. I'm sorry. I hadn't seen your review on it yet. But I will be digging more into it because I really like the new labels you have. Your old ones seem kind of, and this is just me. Your old ones look like you were store ready. I like something that pops on a label.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I understand there's a lot of company owners' goals here to go big box, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, nothing whatsoever to anybody's going to start any crap.
You talking about these?
Yeah, that to me just seemed really plain and got lost in my collection.
Yeah, that's because it's a Dymo printer, and it's how I got started. So I could make these quick names like My Zest Friend from Ellie. Never needed ink because it's thermal, and so
Nice.
it was a cheap way to get things going off the top. But yeah, now I mean, I've got the color labels. Gosh, yeah, I'm still holding up the other one, and even though I've moved, yeah, it's sluggish.
I know you're good. And the other thing he's done that made me go, okay, he's Air Force. He'll catch up in a moment, guys. I'm like, how is the Air Force guy going to make a beard oil that's Army strong? I'm like, what does he know about that? He was Air Force.
Well,
This is
Dagan wouldn't like that because it's coffee. There's coffee in it, but unfortunately, he just doesn't drink coffee, nor does he like it.
we got to give him one. Dagan, you get a pass on that one. I really wouldn't think coffee, Texas cedarwood, rosemary, and white oak would have blended well together, but it does. Everything seems to get a chance to play in your beard. It's not overpowering, and it's not a smack you in the face kind of scent, you know?
Yeah, it's fairly subtle, but it's I just like to mix a bunch of things, and that's one cool thing about Collaboration Corner is it just goes to show you that you can blend things that you would never think would work together well.
And Nailbanger, I'm right with you, okay? I get where some companies they've got bigger things in store, and I'm not slamming Nate, so anybody who's trying to grab that little screen clip and do that, here's your disclaimer. I'm not slamming this man. I just like labels that pop, labels that make you want to look at it, not things that just blend right back in.
Yeah. Once I learned how to do these color labels, like I got it now. And now I think they look a lot better with color. I can add more things like the scent profile, which people are asking for.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I'd like to review this, but I have no idea what's in it. Whereas now all the new labels have the scent profile of the blend.
See, that always kills me. Okay, as a reviewer, I've shown this off before. When I go into a review, I've got notes. I've got stuff written down that I want to talk about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't blank on, oh my God, scent profile. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Ninja, no, I haven't. I will be trying more of Nate's stuff.
That's like the conditioner.
When I tried it, God, months ago, I really wasn't impressed with the feel and beard of the oil. So I just kind of went, okay, good guy. I've made my purchase, made my little check mark. But after watching him and talking to him more and getting to know him better, made me check out his company a lot more. Mm-hmm. So I got some digging to do,
Well, I appreciate that, Chris. Appreciate the second chance, man.
Oh, you've more than earned it, brother. And we got, is that shirt you're wearing currently for sale on your site?
So this particular shirt, if you go to the website and click on the Cafe Press, this particular shirt came from Cafe Press. It's a very comfortable. I've had this now for like 3 years. It's a really comfortable one. That's where you can get this particular one. It's like gray. What do they call that? Heather gray or something?
Yeah, I think it's heather gray.
But it's super lightweight and it's great for the summer.
Sweet. All right, so again, we see digging, and there's the thing. Like for me, I usually try to write all my notes out the night before, and I'll film first thing in the morning. Which, unless it's a Sunday, and like I said, if you guys want to know if I've batch filmed videos, look for the same shirt, like 6 videos in a row. That's all I'm saying. That's the easiest way to figure it out.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before.
Well, it just, for me, it makes things easier because you've got a little library. And if you go through a point where you're just mad at the world, you're mad at somebody trying to tear you down. I don't know, you got up out of bed this morning and stubbed your toe. You've got something that you can upload and you can keep the train moving,
Yeah, absolutely. Now, do you get to the point where like you try to make a video and you're like 3 or 4 shots into it and you're like it's just not flowing, so you're like, you know what, screw it, or do you just keep going?
I usually try to do everything in one take.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch a bunch of my videos, my camera has this spooky ability. Right as I'm about to say something really, really dumb, most times it turns itself off.
I hear you.
Seriously, it shuts itself off. There's nothing wrong with the battery, nothing wrong with the firmware, nothing wrong with anything. I'll put it in the shop to have it checked. It just goes, nope, you're done for right now. And it's like, all right, pause, have to boot everything back up. And it gives me that moment to get right back into it. There's been a couple times, I won't lie, I should have been smart enough to pull the video after I posted it. But anger took over, and I've been working on that an awful lot. An awful lot.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? You felt that at the time, and so I think it's fair to be able to, say, hey, okay, I felt like that then. I don't necessarily feel like that now, but that doesn't change how I felt then.
You see, I agree with that, but we're going to talk Murphy's Law, then we're going to move into another segment.
Yeah.
There's those times where you give in. And I call it the drunk effect. I don't know if you drink. Well, you do. Obviously, you're drinking a beer. But
yeah,
like,
not
when
a little.
You've had too much, that Jiminy Cricket in your head just goes, fuck it, and walks away. And the anger takes over. And
yeah, I hear you.
I've been live and said some stupid things. Where I know some companies that I was working with, they went, hey, I'm like, you ain't even got to go any further. No harm, no foul. Love you guys.
Yeah, I get it. Yep.
So it's, I've been trying so hard. There's times I've sent messages to people. I'm like, call me now, talk me off a ledge. And they're like, look, we saw, don't give into it. Just be quiet. Keep moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Because eventually you're going to be like, there's so many friggin' opinions out there. Some people are going to like 100% agree with you. Some people are going to 100% disagree, and they're going to say stupid things too. And I don't know. For me as a company owner, it's kind of easy not to get involved too much because, like, don't get me wrong. I do care what people say about things, but I don't feel it's right for me as a company owner to just go on, unless they're so far above the board on something that is like racial or, homophobic or something that is like, crosses the line. But I mean, in general, if someone doesn't like something and there's a big argument about it, like, okay, that's, not my wheelhouse,
Yeah, but okay, let's bring that into your wheelhouse, because I think I've got a great opportunity to get some insight.
Yeah.
You as a company owner, you've got to get beat up at least 60% of your day. I really doubt that all of your emails are sunshine, rainbows, and unicorn farts. You've got to have people like, this is the worst thing ever. This sucks. How dare you put this out? How do you process that and maintain the happiness that you are? Because if it's medication, share the prescription. I need some.
Actually, Chris, to be honest, I don't get those types of emails. I get, every now and then I'll get a review. Like, here's something that ticked me off. I got a 1-star review on a free gift card I sent out for Christmas. They gave me a 1-star review. I'm like, what? Are you freaking crazy?
I'm not laughing at you, Dave.
like, why? That pissed me off. Like, I don't know why I got a 1-star. He didn't really say that. He just, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make any sense.
Here's free money, 1 star.
Yeah, but the thing is, it skews all the reviews on the website now, because I publish everything that I get, whether it's a 1-star or 5-star. So it skews everything, and I'm like, you freaking bastard,
That was one thing I wasn't going to ask you, because I know for a fact there are some companies out there, which is a big reason why I don't leave reviews on a web store anymore. My review is going to be like, for you, here, Friday, free advertising, boom, done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know there are owners out there who are like, yeah, he just hates me because we're going to delete that. Oh, he's just an idiot. We're going to delete his review. And I'm like,
yeah,
you're padding your stats.
I publish everything. To me, I always get suspicious if I see all 5 stars, or even 4s and 5s. Like, somebody's going to not like it.
And that's the thing for me on the reviewer side. I really, truly hate when I got to get in front of a camera and go, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. And then I'm going to do another review like a day down the road and be like, dude, you got to get this.
Yeah.
Then what happened to this one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which is why I personally have stopped ranking. Top 10 reviews are great, but I don't rank them anymore. I'm just like, these are my personal favorites in no particular order.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Because you might like something on Tuesday really much better than the one you'll like tomorrow better, because you've kind of gotten a little bit sick of it by now.
See, this is somebody I trust impeccably. That to me speaks incredible about your character, Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Someone left something negative on your Facebook page, so you tried to send them a gift card. That is amazing, sitting going, hey, I'm sorry you have this. Let me know.
Because, like, again, like, I don't want anyone to be ticked off about the company. Like, they might not like the products, and I'm okay with that. But if they better like the company, because I'm not treating anyone badly, Yeah,
that's always made me wonder as owners. I know you are not as outspoken as other owners, but it's like, it goes into what I talk about a lot with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if it's medication, bro, share. Because
you know what it is?
Get to you,
Because I think the older I get, I'm 51 now, so like, things used to tick me off all the time. But the older I get, the more, now I have kids, like, things don't bother me typically. Like, I've always been the kind of person that, hey, all this shit I used to worry about in the past, I've been okay. Like, it's worked out in the end. And so it's kind of like just made me into this person that I don't get really mad about too much. I mean, I was ticked off for 10 minutes on that freaking gift card thing, but what else? Another thing, let me see. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I just get mad when I see things that are just ridiculous, but then it just doesn't bother me for too long, because whatever, that's something that doesn't impact me. It's not affecting me. So, like, I've got my own stuff. Like, I mean, I'm busy working, doing stuff. I'm making things. I'm trying to set up things on the website. I'm trying to come up with my live stream on Fridays. It's like, so I'm always kind of busy.
Brother, I swear, when Texas starts getting in the 70s, that cold spell for you guys, I'm
Yeah.
going to take a week, come down and study at your feet, because I'm turning 51 this year, and I still get pissed off.
But, like, I mean, I know what you're saying, and people do get pissed off, like, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, it just, why should I let somebody else put me in a crappy mood?
No, I get that. My kids love to make fun of me because you've been there where you can't form words. You're that angry. You're like,
Yeah.
and the cuteness factor, my 6-year-old's like, Daddy, use your words, calm down, it's going to be okay. And then I'm like, I'm getting my ass busted by a 6-year-old kid who depends on me for fruit snacks.
They're smarter than you think.
Right?
They're so much smarter than you think.
Oh, see, that's why I'm scared for me. Like, when she gets older, she's been learning from me her whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know what the secret is. It's not like, it's just that I just try to, and that doesn't mean I'm always in a great mood. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's days I'm like, man, I don't feel like making anything today. And I won't. I'll make it the next day. I'll take a day to myself and say, you know what? Let's jump in the pool. Let's go for a ride. Let's go to Costco, whatever. Get toilet paper. I don't know. But something just to get out of the house and just do something.
Congrats, Ninja. Seriously, congrats, man.
Ooh. Awesome keys for you. Awesome. So good, man. Getting yourself that car. It's 97 degrees in Dallas. Yeah.
Hagen, I'm in the Pacific Northwest. It's 74 outside, and I got an air conditioner running because it feels like it's 79, 80 up in my upper apartment. So, yeah.
But, Chris, keep in mind, it is now 8:30 in Fort Worth and in Dallas. 8:30 at night, and it is about the hottest. It was 107 degrees. In Texas, things get the hottest right in the evening.
See, no. You have some beautiful country. You have some incredible history. Some incredible culinary experts from your area. Okay? F that heat. After freaking, oh my God, Kuwait and Saudi? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's hot. It is hot. And I remember, like, I used to be like, oh man, I love it when it's so hot. But this year, particularly this year, it's been really hot in Texas. And
that's his secret, Girardi. That's his secret. He's laid back. I got all this gray.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I mean, maybe it is. I mean, sometimes I feel old, but sometimes I feel young. Like, up here, I'm young. But when I, get up to do something, sometimes I'm older than I thought.
Greeter, you should see some of the step-parent vlogs I got shot already coming out with things she's saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Nate, seriously, like, I love picking on my oldest son. Well, my only son, really. And he got me sick one week. And yeah, I got tested, no coof, none of that bad stuff. But I looked at him and I'm like, if you screwed up my weekend, I'm going to kill you. And then he gives me that look like, are you serious? Are you joking? Mm-hmm. And then I sat there and told the sisters, I'm like, say goodbye to your brother. He's either going to heaven or hell. I don't know which one. So the freaking cuteness factor chimes in. Have fun in heaven or hell. I'm like, oh my God.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's like, they come up with these things. You're like, wow, that's a great point. 113. Holy crap.
And no mace here, Iron Wings. That's all I'm saying. I got drug dealers and meth heads, and they're just fun to mess with. About another half hour, 40 minutes or so, brother. Yeah, what do we got here with Sorority Beard? Yeah. Well, I do love my cartoons. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, man, we're going to move on to a point that I think is really, really important. And I think with you being a vet, number one, I really, truly think the VA did something phenomenal, and it's rolling out this month. There's now an addition. It's a 3-digit number to the Veterans Crisis Line. They're rolling them out nationwide. It should be done by the end of July. I actually have to give Andrew Carlisle credit for this one. He tipped me off to it today, so I'll be making a video and posting it here real soon. The numbers are 988, and just press a 1. And you'll get somebody. It's rolling out everywhere.
Let me see. Yes, I've actually already updated the site with that number. 988,
And
the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline.
I don't like reading that they say they're having a fear that calls are going to go up 150% once it's live nationwide. I hate reading that because, number one, who cares? There are brothers. You serve. You understand the pressure. Well, kind of your Air Force. I'm never going to let that one go. Sorry, it's the Army thing.
Sure.
The pressure that we go through on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what your schedule is going to be. You could think you're a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 guy, but all of a sudden the balloon goes up and you're going to spend 3 years in some country you never freaking heard of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I joined the Air Force, I joined in '89. It was just after Panama. So I'm like, oh, cool, man. I'm going to have a great time because there was nothing going on. And, so I went to Germany for 2 years. And while I was in Germany, Desert Shield kicked off. And then that turned into Desert Storm. Yep. And actually, I got deployed to a housing unit in Germany for Desert Storm, but after Desert Storm, I got deployed to Salopi, Turkey, for Operation Provide Comfort. But see, the big difference between then and now is back then I was deployed for 3 months, and that was considered a fairly long deployment.
Back then,
6 months. 6 months was like, wow, that's a double deployment. Now people are being deployed for a year, 2 years, sometimes longer. So, yeah, it's changed a lot, and it's no wonder so many veterans these days have PTSD. What's up, Russ?
Yeah, they are updating that number. Seriously, they really are. So I really, really, really want to give Andrew credit for tipping me off to that.
Thank you, Andrew.
I didn't ever know until I saw it like somewhere floating around, because I do a lot of work with outreach for our brothers, especially during the fall of Afghanistan. I don't think I slept for a week straight talking to people and keeping people moving.
Yeah.
But it's funny how the military teaches us how to take an L and keep moving forward. But every so often, you just get tired of it. And I think in a certain way that benefits you as a company owner, because you're like, oh, well, this product didn't work. Next. Whereas companies will kill themselves because something didn't work.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a big proponent. If I try something and it fails, fail quickly and move on. There's no reason to keep something going that's not doing anything.
Well, I agree. And Ninja, on my channel, it is always Veterans Awareness Month and Men's Health Awareness Month, because I don't think men's mental health gets talked about as much as it should. You got to break that stigma, and it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to have problems. It's okay to sit down, and I've done this for people in many communities where they've reached out and they went, hey, I think I'm doing something stupid. Cycle back about a month. I think it was right at the opening of my show. I went, look, I've got a Marine who's thinking about doing something permanently bad to himself. So if he calls, this show's done.
Yeah.
That's how much keeping my brothers alive means to me. I'll throw away alive just to be there for them. And I've done things for people where I'm like, you need to get a hold of me the next morning. You're okay for now. I'm not in this state with you, but get a hold of me.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you're talking about somebody's life, you know what I mean? And some people don't know who to turn to because they feel like they're the only one feeling that way when they're not. There's a million people that feel the same way or in a similar way, and they're not alone. Even if you might not want to reach out to your family because maybe your family is what's causing you the drama, but keep a hold of these numbers because it is really important that you give yourself chance to move out of the situation you're in and get into a better space.
Exactly. Zarati, I saw that earlier today on Facebook. I've sent a message to Mike. I don't know what's going on. I hope he's okay. Mike is a really, really good dude. So.
Wow, that's too bad.
And you touched on something that I think is important. You have two families in this life. Two. You have the one your DNA connected to. So if you do anything stupid, you're the first suspect on the murder charge. And then you have people who come into your life. I firmly believe in the bottom of my heart, just everywhere. Everybody who comes into your life is either there to teach, coach, or train you, or be there for you for the rest of your life. You got to figure out what they are. Because sometimes the lesson they teach you is they're just a shit person. And you need to stay away from them.
That's true. Yeah, you might be like, okay, that's a role model I don't want to aspire to. and that's okay too as a learning lesson, life learning lesson. But yeah, I mean, people will kind of drift in and out of your life too.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be they came in just at the time you needed them to have a conversation or to have a relation for a while, and then you're done. And you've taken something from that and applied it to the rest of your life.
When you're ready, Ninja, we're here waiting for you, bro. When you've reached out, I've been there for you. When you're ready to get back to what you're doing, you'll do it. I got faith in you. You're a good dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we played taps for Steven on our show because in memory of Steven's father.
Yeah, I mean, heck, even Andrew Carlisle. I reached
Andrew's
out to him
great
one
guy.
night where I'm losing my freaking mind. I'm like, I need prayer. Help me out. Can you pray with me right now? And he, bam, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even think twice about it. And the funny part is there's those people who will come into your life, like your veteran buddies. You may not see them for a while, but when you do, you pick right back up when you were first together.
Yeah,
And it's really, really weird. I've got a former sergeant of mine. I still call him dad because he's like a father figure. We talk like once a week.
that's really nice, Chris. That's great.
And heck, Andrew remembers he was part of the show. My old chain of command came on live. We had
Really? Oh,
seen
that's
each
awesome.
other. Yeah, my former squad sergeant, platoon sergeant, and battalion XO.
Oh, that's friggin' awesome.
And it was like we had never left Aberdeen Proving Ground. But it's those moments that, and especially with everything going on in the world, okay? We don't talk politics on the show, but tribal politics have ruined a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not talk about that ugly little C word that's run around and ruined a whole bunch of lives. And has really screwed up a whole bunch of things because human beings are a pack mentality. We like being around each other. Now, okay, Iron Wings, not talking about you. You're fine. Sit there in your compound, bro. Type in your little mini skirt manifesto. You'll be fine. But it's like relearning all of that now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think things like this. Hey, Rashang, I saw that. Thank you for dropping in, brother. And have fun with Mrs. You're a good dude, bro.
Have a good night, Russ.
And I think that's why things like live feeds have become really, really more popular, especially like when everyone was locked down.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a way to share and connect with somebody.
Yeah, that's how I grew my channel because I was no longer doing the farmers markets and I wasn't going into work. And I was like, well, I kind of miss talking to people,
Yeah.
So I started my show, and little by little, the community's grown, and it's been great because, a lot of times people will think, oh, they're just a company, they're just trying to get promotions. No, it's for me personally, it's friendships. I'm also aspiring to have with people that I have never met before, and that's the cool thing about the internet is that we have this opportunity to create communities that we can. We don't have to agree on everything, but like it's nice to be able to just kind of meet up like it's a local bar or something and just hang out for an hour or two. There you go, Andrew. Yeah.
I think that's why nights like tonight are really important to me because I get a brand new opportunity. I knew that much about you coming into tonight, and I've learned a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, yeah, likewise. Likewise.
It's really interesting what everybody tells me. Oh, Nate's a great guy. Nate's a great guy. Nate's a great guy. I love Nate. Gotta love Nate. Okay, good. I get it. But what about the product?
Yeah. Well, don't make it. I don't want to make it sound like it was easy for me to start doing live streams. Though I was nervous. I mean, if you look at my first days of doing lives or even regular videos, I was like petrified because I'm like, I was always the kind of person that just kind of would not be the center of attention, So it is a little bit unusual hosting shows because you end up kind of being the center of that particular, you're the center of the show at the moment, you know what I mean? Because it's your show. You could always push the button and can me if you needed to, but I just feel like I feel like I'm basically the conduit, but it's not like it's not like everything revolves around me. It revolves around the comments that I get, and it revolves around me being like a pivot person more than the star of the show, so to speak. Because I don't think of it that way. I think of it more of like, hey, someone needs to turn the on button on. That'll be me, but then we'll all talk about it.
Thank you. And that is so important. But I'm going to get to that in 1 second. Dude, I love you, brother. That's why I pick on you. If I didn't pick on you, you should be worried, right? But and yeah, he's getting in that class for me, like with Bob Ross. That's all I'm gonna say. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Corey from Weatherbeard. We call him Bob Ross because he's so laid back and he's
he's chill.
Yeah, it's like if Corey doesn't like you, you need to re-examine your life.
Yeah.
But you said something a moment ago that was so spot on. I had a guest tell me, because normally, and you'll experience it tonight, we do an after-action report, okay?
Okay, cool.
And I was like, so good, bad, ugly. And he goes, well, one of the bad was you kept interacting with the chat. And my first thought was, tell me you've never been in a live feed without telling me you've ever been in a live feed. Because the chat is so important. The chat is part of the show.
For sure. And you know what though? That's a good point, because I have heard some people say when you have a guest on, it should be a conversation only between the guest and yourself, and the chat, they are kind of secondary. But I don't feel like when I have a guest on, I can't just do that, because I feel like I'm leaving everybody that's viewing. I'm leaving them out, and I don't feel like that's fair. So that's why I always include them with their comments and answer questions, because I think it's important.
And Ninja, that's okay, dude. It really is. You recognize it, you know what's going on, and you're able to deal with it. That's very healthy, bro.
Yeah.
You may not think so, but it's very, very healthy.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I mean, even like, I mean, I don't want to get drunk, but like every now and then I'm like, oh man, it'd be great to have like a really nice buzz tonight. But I always go below that because I don't want to really get a big buzz, just because with family around and stuff, But like, I know what you're saying.
I get it. See, like for me, I've always got a number one rule. If I have dad duty, no alcohol touches my body, period. And dad duty is basically whenever my better half is not home, like, I don't know, Monday to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
No alcohol, period.
Yep.
Saturdays and Sundays, those are mine. Normally, I'll get trashed on a Saturday and recover Sunday. Normally. Mm-hmm. That's another reason why if I've had any alcohol, I don't go anywhere near the internet. I'm like, nope, no people today.
Yeah.
Oh, it's... the kids checked on me, during, I'll call it the bad time. Daddy, are you live? Nope. Why do we hear that? Because I'm watching something, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
But all right, so I love throwing out this challenge, seeing how we're coming up towards the end, and I really need to go torment my kids because we're going by the gaming store this weekend. I got to pay up my bet, and...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, who would ever thought the gaming store sells Dice Master card packs for 50 cents? They're trying to unload them, but they kind of keep bringing more in for the cuteness factor because they like having her in and she interacts with people at 6. She even did a review called Channel Takeover Part 1 on my channel about her dice packs. And it's well, if you're not good, we're not going to the store. And she's negotiating for how many packs am I going to get? What can I get away with? And I'm like, you are my kid. You are my kid.
Yeah, absolutely.
But hey, G. Lou, how you doing? Say pop in, bro. I love throwing this out for everyone, and I want to get your feedback on it. I believe firmly that every single week, and I throw this challenge out, call 3 people. Because I'm not talking about your bar buddies that you go out with or people you're hanging out with all the time. You never know what somebody's going through. So call 3. Can't call 3, call 2. You can't call 2, call 1. And yes, I put my hand down to make sure the right finger was coming up. And just see how they're doing. Ask them, how are you? And have the fucking courage to listen. Because you never know. You never know whose day you're going to change. Who's looking to do something stupid. Yeah. I've got to give Gary Lewis credit. He's seen me drunkenly, stupidly do things online. And he wanted me to go live with him on Instagram. And he's like, wait, it's the weekend. Have you been drinking? Because you know you. And I'm like, there's a friend.
Yeah, he saved yourself from...
Stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Thanks, Gary. That's awesome, man. Yeah, because... I mean, I don't drink a lot, so like, actually the most I drink is on my show, so I typically don't say anything too stupid, not to say I wouldn't say something stupid, I'm sure I have in the past, but like, that's definitely he looking out for you like that.
Yeah.
You know, which is awesome. Because a lot of people would be like, you know what? He's drunk. Get him on there. Let's set him up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's awesome that didn't happen to you.
Well, and I was smart enough. I hadn't had that much at that point. I was like, Chris has been drinking. Can't do it. Love you. I'm not drunk. Not slurring my words. But nope. Alcohol. Nope.
Yeah.
You know, and he knew because he's seen me dumb. But it's one of those things that we've been talking about. That interaction and that priceless interaction of people who know you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Unlike this guy right here, who when I did the one chip challenge with him and sat there like it was nothing and me forgetting Carlos, and he's married to a Latin dude and they build fire in people's bellies for fun.
Well, yeah. I'm frozen. Oh, there I am.
You've been in and out all night. You're good, but the volume's going, so you're kind of like a podcast.
Nice. So I'm like the cousins, right? Aren't they doing podcasts now?
That's exactly what they're doing right now.
Bearded Ninja says, even when I have a buzz, I still get on Instagram and TikTok, but just like posts, I never comment. Yeah, it's probably smart. Because you know what? They'll find it. No, you might think, oh, nobody saw that. Someone will find it. Someone will screen record it. And the next thing you know, it's on like 100 feeds. And you're like, wait a minute. Did I actually say that? You know?
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
Yeah, first for real. But, and that's the thing, Chris, I think I mentioned to you, and nobody else has heard me say this to you, but I know I mentioned it during my conversation, at least on Instagram. It's like, when I first tuned into you, that was probably like, I don't know, a year and a half ago. And I'm like, man, this guy is just saying stuff like crazy stuff, like good stuff, but crazy stuff. Like, you know, those kind of shows that are kind of addictive to watch because they're a train wreck. You know what I'm saying? But Chris, it's so good to actually meet you and talk to you because I started watching you after that because I was hooked. And then at first I'm like, man, this guy's got a lot of spunk, a lot of attitude, and a lot of just watching stuff. And the more I watched you, the more I was like, man, this guy is on point like a lot of times. And he's a real person. He's got his opinions. And I was very impressed, is what I'm trying to say, over the course of a few months. And I'm really glad I got the chance to like tune in more to actually get to know you instead of just thinking, man, that guy's hot. You know what I mean? Like hot on fire, like he's got a tude. So
I'm trying to get Dagan to do the what is it? The First We Feast challenge with me. You know, like that the hot wings that get progressively hotter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay him back. And it's the other thing, like for me, I'm grateful that we've had this tonight. Oh my god, hold on. I see Iron Wings is picking on me. This is how you know he's a brother. Just got stuck in there watching Kissy stuff.
Reviewed every night before he could start reviewing.
Yeah, but it's like I got to know you. And I got to know you on a different level tonight because it's been a great conversation. It's been an amazing time. And I will say it yet again. First of all, Nate is not paying me to say this. Go get Aces and Eights. It's phenomenal. It's very rare that I get something in Beard and I go, holy shit, where has this been?
Thank you.
Go get it. And like I said, my full breakdown will be on Friday.
Nice. So I can't wait to see it, Chris. And again, any of you who want to review anything, I don't ask always for like a great review. I ask for honesty. If you don't like it, please let people know because I want other people to know that it's not always sunshine and rainbows. You might get something that you don't like, and I don't, so I respect the fact that you're going to be completely honest with it. So,
yeah. And for the record, seeing how I have you live, and I can refer back to this moment at like 54 minutes, did I charge you for the review?
Nope.
Did I come to you and go, hey, Nate, give me an affiliate code, give me a discount code?
No, and in fact, I offered Chris, would you like a affiliate code? Because, like hell, I need all the help I could get with affiliate codes. And he's like, you know what? No, I'm sorry, and don't take this the wrong way, but I want to earn it. So that's what he told me, guys. So thank you.
So for all you children who like to flap your mouth and say, I get paid for each review, you heard it right from a company owner. But that's sorry.
No, man, hey, it's good to set the record straight.
I'm putting that out there.
Yeah, right. Making you say these things. If I blink, though, that's going to freeze. So he's like, I don't know. Is that a false call? Call 911 anyway. I don't know.
Right. Oh, God, Gary, I love you.
So, oh, and one more thing, Chris. By the way, since I was security police in the Air Force, it wasn't like I was always at an Air Force base. I actually trained twice at Fort Dix, New Jersey. Air Base Ground Defense training with Army cadre. Cadre, as a cadre, right? You guys called them? Cadre.
Yeah.
Army instructors. And I remember one time one of the instructors found a piece of trash in the woods we were going around with. And he made everybody line up, and we did a funeral for that trash. We had to bury it. We had to say our last rites. It was just like, oh my God, glad I didn't join the Army.
Oh, that's mild compared to some of the other fun stuff. But
yeah,
we are kind of at the point. I'd love to give this over to the companies and guests when they're coming on. Do you have anything coming up that maybe you want to throw a spoiler out for that, or anything you might want to announce?
Yeah, actually, I am in the midst right now of creating a subscription program. And the subscription program is going to let people, for a discount, they will be able to subscribe and get, let's see, what's going to be in the subscriptions? Either an oil, you can get a combo, you can get like a butter, a balm, whatever you want, basically, with exceptions. But you can sign up and you can swap products out each month. So that way, like, if just say you don't want Savage beard oil every month, well, after you've got it the first time and you want to switch it out for something else like barbershop or fetish or whatever, you can go to the subscription page. You can choose what you want to get for your next product, and then I'll get the order and then I'll send that to you. So it's not like you're locked into anything. You can cancel anytime. You can pause it, so that way you can, let's say, go on vacation or whatever. Let's say you want a couple of months to think about it. You can pause it temporarily. You can say, you know what, I want it right now. You can hit send now. I'm still working with the company on like fine tuning it, but it is something that I'm working on, and I want it to be super flexible because I don't want you guys to ever feel like you're locked into anything, which you're not. You can cancel at any time. It's a way for me to just give you a little bit more, because here's why. Because if you're doing a subscription, 7 out of 10 of you are going to keep getting that subscription.
Gabe,
you know what I mean? So aces and eights. There's 28 more of those aces and eights left in oil, and I forgot how many. Let me see. Aces and eights. I'll tell you how many butters are here.
And it's good.
We got 10 butters left, and we have 28 oils left. And in all candor, I opened with 30, so only 2 have sold so far. But you know. And
work on that.
So yeah,
gotta work on that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, I'm converting now. Collaboration corners, no longer everything's available all the time. They're limited sense, and that's only so I can scale my company. So I release everything at like anywhere from like 5 to, in this case, 30 at a time. And if it sells, cool. If not, you know, it'll be on sale in a couple of months.
Alrighty, guys. You know I love to do this. Tomorrow, I'm jumping right back into the men's grooming world. I know I haven't done one in a little while. I'm going to talk about beard washes. Maybe talk about a list that has 5. Tune in tomorrow to be sitting there. And as you know, Friday, you're going to see my review for Ferocious Beard, Aces and Eights. You're going to get my full breakdown on the combo because it's good. Oh, fuck, it's good.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that, man. Really, I do.
No more spoilers.
I think I'm going to be the most enthusiastic viewer of your review. I'd love to hear what you think. I love to get reviews, whether it's good or bad. I just love to read them or see them.
Awesomelessly shameless plug. But on that note, guys, I got to go be a dad. You don't go anywhere, Nate. We're going to do the after action. I'm going to roll that wonderful little outro. I want to thank all of you who came in tonight. Seriously, you guys brought your love, your laughter, your great spirit. I had a great time getting to know this guy. Oh, fuck, I pointed the right way for once.
Hey, this way. This way.
Dude, I primarily screwed up. But still, guys, thank you so much. And this is for the Replay Squad. You guys are awesome. You are the backbone of this show. Make sure you tag yourself with Replay Squad if you're going to leave a comment.
Gabe, one quick thing. So, Gabe, I keep asking Barb to make more pine tar. She claims that she just doesn't have the time for it. But I will keep, like, without getting annoying, I'll keep nagging her.
Yeah, don't get annoyed. Oh. But all right, Nate, don't go anywhere. We're going to roll that outro, guys. We'll see you in our next video.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, thank you so much for watching what just happened on the show. I'm kind of pre-recording this one, so I'm not exactly sure what happened tonight, but I'm sure it was really fun, or it was a massive train wreck. I'm grateful for the time that you gave me tonight, and I hope you took something away from this. I hope we had an amazing guest that taught you something or made you laugh, or I don't know, I hope I didn't really step on myself too badly. And you guys are going to come back next week at the same bat time, same bat channel, for the No Lag Zone. Guys, seriously, thank you for doing all that.